You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.
It is Monday.
Happy Monday.
But it's actually a sad Monday.
It is a sad Monday.
Because this isn't... See, this is actually being recorded not on Monday in order for this to happen, because it was our last week with our Lutheran Young Adult Corps participant, Ian. And so we had to record this on Friday because by this point in time, he's gone. He's off of the airplane and back home to his family who loves him. Not that we didn't love him. We love him. But sad to see him leave. So we had some time Friday afternoon to, on his very last day here, to sit down with Ian and talk about his participation in Lutheran Young Adult Corps and what it was like to be a participant at KFUO as a site for the Lutheran Young Adult Corps program. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Thanks to Concordia University, Wisconsin for supporting the Coffee Hour. Find out more about Concordia University, Wisconsin at cuw.edu.
Live uncommon.
Joining us in studio this morning, well, it's actually afternoon while we're recording this.
It's coffee time.
It is.
Literally.
Second coffee, third coffee. I think this is the end of the pot of coffee for Ian Berger, Lutheran Young Adult Corps participant at KFUO this year. Ian, thanks for spending some time in the studio. We got to pull you away from the production desk for a little bit on your last day here. Came to us from South Carolina. What city was it?
Columbia.
Columbia. I knew that.
Where is that?
Where's Columbia?
Right in the center of South Carolina.
Okay. I know where that is on a map.
So what was life like in comparison to Columbia, South Carolina? How is St. Louis similar, different?
I feel like the temperature is a lot more moderate here in general.
Really?
Until you get to the winter. It's pretty bad in South Carolina. It gets really, really hot.
But in terms of winter, it was probably a little more intense here, a little mild. And
well, you came for a really, really snowy winter too. At least in my long 3-year experience here, this was the snowiest and iciest winter and the wettest spring. So we just gave you everything.
Have you ever experienced a winter ice storm before?
No, I haven't.
So this was your first experience with an ice storm, too.
I just figured it was like this all the time.
We don't. I would say we probably get maybe one ice storm a year at least.
I've been through 2 or 3.
This past year was rough.
It was especially bad.
It was special just for you, Ian. So prior to coming to St. Louis and participating in Lutheran Young Adult Corps, what did you know about KFUO prior to joining us here?
Pretty much nothing.
Cool. I didn't either before I came here.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those little secrets. But now the secret's getting out and people are learning about it. You look on Facebook and you see pictures of people wearing KFUO T-shirts.
It's pretty cool.
They're learning about KFUO. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
So, how would you describe when you go back home? How would you describe to your friends what you've been doing for the last year and what is KFUO?
Well, I suppose I would say that I've been doing a lot of radio production work, and I would describe KFUO as a hybrid of talk and music as a radio station.
Yeah, I mean, that is what we are. What have you learned about your skills and what you enjoy doing? Because you enjoy technology. That was part of the reason you were paired with us.
Yes.
But what have you learned about your technology skills, or what you really enjoy doing with technology since you've been here?
Well, I really enjoy problem solving, which, believe it or not, when things start breaking, I'm stressed, but I'm also having a good time.
I witnessed that. There were some times when we were upgrading the technology and some things.
We had problems?
Never.
No way.
And technology wasn't working the way that we hoped it would. And it got a little stressful. And I turned and looked at Ian, and he's totally calm. Just like, would you like for me to do this? Should I put this in here? Absolutely. He was just like calm through the whole thing. And I was a little stressed. And he was just like, I think he was
chill.
He might have, now that he's sharing this, maybe he was enjoying it. The stressful
So we should have broken more things for you? Is that what you're saying?
No.
are you going to take away from the experience for your technical skills? How you've grown in the last however many months you've been here, in your skills, your abilities, your knowledge of how you manage situations and problems and things.
Well, I've learned a lot of skills more pertaining to like independence and assertiveness. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm not living with my family and working here, like people ask me for my opinion, and I
welcome to adulting,
which is a little bit of a new thing.
Or as I'm running out the door to go catch a guest or something, what should I do with this? Use your best judgment.
Good luck.
And it comes out pretty great.
Hey, it's the best way to learn. Trial by fire.
That's right. That's right. So you've gained some independence in the Lutheran Young Adult Corps. Not only do you get to serve with us here on site at KFUO, but there's a whole experience to the Lutheran Young Adult Corps that happens outside of your day-to-day, your daily, like your weekday stuff. You get to live in a community with other participants as well. What have you learned through that experience? It sounds like you've gained some independence there as well.
Yes. I had a pretty great experience. I roomed with two other participants, and we all got along great. We were like a little family. Here in St. Louis, we have a pretty cool like Lutheran Young Adult Corps house at St. Trinity Lutheran Church. And so the men have a floor and the women have a floor, but everybody gets to eat together, which is, well, if you want to eat together, right? Yes.
Did you all eat meals together?
Yes, we did.
What were some of the go-to meals? What were common meals in the Lutheran Young Adult Corps participant house?
Well, we had a Saturday pancake dinner, which was fun.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, breakfast for dinner is always...
That's common in the Bates household, too.
There you go.
So who made the pancakes?
Me.
Uh-huh.
I don't mean to brag. They're pretty good.
Were they from scratch?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He is actually... From the stories he shared, I think he's quite the chef.
So we missed out on an opportunity to have Ian cook us a meal.
I know. He knows about our food allergies, so he's never brave enough to do that. What, in addition to life at the Lutheran Young Adult Corps house and here at KFUO, you also got to experience St. Louis and the Midwest and some other things. What are some of the experiences that will provide memories for you for a lifetime?
Well, I've really enjoyed my time here in the Midwest. I'd never really been off the East Coast. I'd been up and down it, but I'd say really walking to the Arch at night is a really fun experience.
Huh.
It's all lit up, and I don't know, the Arch is like more beautiful at night.
That is true.
Sure, they kind of the reflection of it glows off of that.
Yeah. Whenever we would drive by it before we lived here, that's what I would always get the best pictures at night. So I want to know more about this experience, actually. What caused you was it a group of you?
Yes.
Did all three of you go?
Yes, all three of us went.
What did you just come up with this plan to?
Let's walk to the Arch.
Because I wouldn't do that, but
we were in Soulard, and I said to Rachel, one of the other participants, I said, "Why don't we just walk to the Arch from here?" But it was sarcasm. I was like, she's not going to say yes to this, and she's like, "Let's do it." And so the three of us walked from Soulard to the Arch and back.
That's not super close.
No, it's not.
I think a little bit of a hike.
A couple of miles.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was an adventure.
That is definitely an adventure. Hey, but it's all it's part of life. It's part of adulting is having crazy adventures and living to tell about them and then never doing them again. What else have you enjoyed about meeting people and building relationships while you've been here with KFUO and with your Young Adult Corps participants, but also just other people that you've met in your time here?
Well, here at KFUO specifically, we have a lot of pastors coming through here, so I get to both hear a lot of interesting theological discussions and also occasionally, chime in
Yeah, you and Pastor Wolfmiller have certainly had some fun conversations off the air, but also on the air.
Yes.
How many young adults get that opportunity to just chime in and be a part of cross defense here on KFUO? A lot of fun. I think we've talked about what you've learned here, what you'll take with you. What to the young person that might be thinking about Lutheran Young Adult Corps, might be kind of, we have about a minute left. What would be your advice if they're thinking about it, and they're not really sure if it's, they're not really sure what it is really, and if it's something they want to do?
Well, there are a lot of different placements. So if you're worried that you're not going to find a place where you fit, I don't think you need to. They'll find somewhere to fit your skills and what you want to do. And
applications for this year, I believe, have closed. But hey, if you really want to do something, you can still try and contact them if you really wanted to. You never know, there might be an opportunity. But the next window of opportunity would be for next summer as well, Lutheran Young Adult Corps. And we can provide a link to the YA Corps
we can.
Page on the LCMS website as well. It has been fantastic having you here this Ian. So sad to see you leave, but also very excited for you too in the next chapter in life to go on from here. I know in the studio we've talked about what that may entail. It may entail college or service, and I know that you still have questions to ask and questions to be answered as you figure that out. But know that your team here, your friends here at KFUO are praying for you, and we'll certainly love to hear from you and check in with you from time to time as well, and hear how life is going.
I'm absolutely going to miss everyone here.
Aww.
And I'm probably going to call into Thy Strong Road occasionally.
You should call into all of them.
All of the programs.
Yes.
Ian, thank you so much for your service here at KFUO this year and being a part of Lutheran Young Adult Corps. It's been a joy to work with you. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.